Friendly Neighborhood DJ Jazz Hands here at Wizard World 2017 with Nichelle Nichols. How are you liking Wizard World so far?
Everything is going lovely, as you would want it to go.
Yeah, hopefully.
The fans are wonderful, and they ask wonderful questions. You know, and it's nice relating to them.
What do you think's been one of the funnest questions you've been asked so far this convention?
I wouldn't dare repeat them.
I can understand that. Some fans ask the weirdest stuff. So now you were and are pretty much like, you're a fantastic actress, but you really worked on really cool stuff like Star Trek. How was that getting to work on Star Trek? Like being kind of, because at the time when Star Trek first came out, it was, I would assume, a little scary because nothing like that's been done before. So how was it getting to work on Star Trek?
Well, I've done so many TV things and so forth. Star Trek was just another one that came along, but it was interesting, and that made me agree to come on and interact with them. Mm-hmm.
I can understand that, and it was such a really cool show, and I mean, still today it has such a huge following. But now you've also been able to actually go either into space or at least been in NASA, correct?
Yes. I recruited the first women and minority astronauts for the space shuttle program. And prior to my doing that, they took me on a flight that went way out there. And I think they said I was the first citizen to go up with them as an invitation. You know. And they knew that I did a lot of TV, and I had told them I got permission with them to talk about the flight. And they were delighted. And so I not only got the opportunity to go where no man or woman has gone before, quote unquote, but I got an opportunity to see the other side of the world, you know, go way out and see the Earth. Yeah, it was wonderful.
That sounds like such a cool experience. And you've also helped even more astronauts, correct, get into the astronaut program?
Yes, quite. And it's an honor because they are trekkers. Many of them are trekkers, and that gives me an entree, you know, to talk about something that they're interested in, as opposed to always talking about who they are that interests me, you know. And so we went back and forth. We had a wonderful time exchanging interesting subjects, which to them I was an interesting subject, and to me they were the interesting
That's
subject.
So cool.
Yeah, it was cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's really awesome. Like, it's just this story and just building friendships and everything like that.
Yes. And I probably never stop talking about them and where they're going and what is beyond the beyond, you know. And to have gotten that close to beyond the beyond, and to have been invited by them, which most of them were Trek fans. I was their fan, so it was nice. It was very nice.
I love hearing stories like that. Just like this full circle of they were influenced by your character, influenced by your show.
Influenced by them. Yes.
I love that. The give and take. Now, you're also...
And not only that, it wasn't just my interest in them that I came back. I came back and talked to the world about how important we were in space and why and who these people were and how brilliant they were and how really down to earth they were. And it delighted me, and it delighted a lot of people, and I think it caused it caused them to grow, to open up more, not just be out there, and wondering where everybody is, but to come back and do what I was doing, is talk about what they do. And people were so interested, and so many of them use that to come back and talk, to do what they're doing and to talk to people about it. It's not something that you don't talk about. It's something you want to talk about, that people want to know.
Yeah.
It's like people say, you really go into space? How do you do that? And they came back and started talking about it, and they went up in everybody's eyesight, and everybody's imagination. And they suddenly had support that they maybe just didn't know how to get it before. And along comes Nichelle Nichols and tells them, talk about who you are, Yeah.
I love
Wonderful.
I love that, and I love hearing, because space, who doesn't want to go into space? And so to be influenced, like I said, and be able to go up into space because of something that you've done is so fantastic.
Indeed it is, and you just hit on something that when you learn about it and somebody takes you there, you may not want to go there, but you come back and you talk about it, and someone else wants to. And the little kid like this is going to be the guy like this, pretty soon. And I realized that what I was doing, my interest in it, was when I came back and talked about it, people went, they really go into space, don't they? And I've talked about it more and more. And the more I talked about it, the more I had to go and learn more about it. And people were really more interested in the space program than they ever were, suddenly. Because now they have an idea of what their sister, brother, mother, father, uncle, aunt is doing up there. And when I talked with those people who are there representing us, that how I come back and talk about it, they said, it never occurred to me. I don't talk about I don't go to work. It's like going to work and coming home and boring people about your work. And I said, they're not bored. They're not bored. They want to know. They want to know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so many told me later that because I really made them see that it was important to talk about it, that they talked about it more. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, I totally understand.
The importance of it, what it means to us on Earth, what they're doing out there.
Yeah, exactly. It's touching home and opening up another window for people to see.
That's exactly right. That's it.
Now, you're also up for an Emmy, correct, for Days of Our Lives, correct?
Yes, I think so. Yes, I am.
Awesome. So, how does that feel?
Oh, that's as exciting as what we were just talking about. That's somebody else's. I'm so excited about it.
Awesome.
Win, lose or draw, I am honored to even be mentioned, to be part of that.
Well, we're hoping for the best. So thank you so much. This has been an honor. Any final words that you'd like to say to your fans?
Thank you. From your mouth to God's ear, and she's listening.